All right, so here we have an API that allows us to retrieve an individual uh, document, right, from a static array. So let's change that a little bit. So instead of doing this, let's retrieve from a database, right? So let's do that. So we don't notice that typically what we would do is that we would load Mongo, right? We would create a schema, we would create a model, yes, and then we would interact with that model, yes. So let's do a little bit of that. We had already created a couple of models here for a user. Let's create one for our brand new data model for movies. Yes, so let's do that. So let's create a schema for the movie. Let's see, JavaScript. So this will be a movie schema, and that schema is gonna need Mongo. So we're gonna require Mongoose. Okay, and it's going to need to declare a schema, right? So it will be const movie schema will be mongoose.schema, and we would like to have a couple things here. Probably we'll like to keep track of the title as a string. Maybe we want to keep track of the IMDb ID also as a string. So let's keep it simple. Let's just those two things. Yes, right? Once we have that, we can just export this. We can say module.exports equal movie schema, right? This is enough to get us started, and then now let's create a model out of this, yes? So let's create a model for the movie. We'll say new JavaScript. This will be a movie model. And in our model, the only thing that we're going to do is that we're going to load that schema. So we'll have a const movie schema. We're going to require dot the movie schema. There it is. And then we're going to create a model. So const movie model is going to be, we're going to need Mongoose too, right? So let's load Mongoose. So const Mongoose, require Mongoose. And from Mongoose, we can create our model from and we're going to give it a unique identifier. We'll call it movie model, and we'll need the schema. So this will be the movie schema. There we go. And then we're going to export this. We'll say module.exports equal movie model. And as I write this, we kind of forgot here that in the schema, we need to choose the name of the collection that we want to use. Otherwise, it will choose it for us, right? It will use the unique identifier for the model, right? And then it'll try to pluralize it, right? So instead, we're going to override that here. We're going to say that the collection name that we want to use, I want it to use movies, right? Pluralize, lowercase noun. Make sense? All right, excellent. Once we have that, let's create a DAO that will implement a couple of the finder methods and the create and the update and anything that we need to interact with the data model. So let's do that next.